the time and to be able to participate in the live session today. I sincerely hope you and your loved ones are staying safe and healthy. So I would like to start by thanking each and everyone, those who have joined us today, both panelists and the attendees. So my name is Sandeep. I'm from Shipway Technology Private Limited, an e-commerce automation partner established in 2015, and now has become a market leader with 10,000 plus active customers across India, Middle East, and the other parts of the globe. And we are currently processing more than 4 million plus orders every month to our system. So today's webinar is about listening to the journey of the successful D2C brands, and for that we have the CEO and the founder from Tribe Concept and Green Soul. So let me welcome our panelist for today and the host for today. So Mr. Gaurav Gupta, co-founder of Shipway, will be moderating the today's session. And Mr. Ravi, CEO and MD of Green Soul, a professional manufacturer of gaming chair and office chairs. And we have Aparupa, co-founder and CEO of the Tribe Concept and 100% organic skincare brand. So before going ahead, I just want to remind our audience that those who want to ask their questions, they can ask their questions under the Q&A section below that is available in the webinar session. So yes, so I think we can start. So handing over to Gaurav, so we can start recording.
Thank you, Sandeep, for the introduction, and a very warm welcome to our panelists, Mr. Ravi and Aparupa, Dr. Aparupa. And so we'll be starting the session. And first of all, I would like to know about the journey, like how you guys started and what were the challenges you faced and what was the idea when you initially started the venture. So I would like to start from Aparupa, if you can share some of the journey of behind the tribe, like building the Tribe Concept.
Yes, sure, Gaurav. Thank you so much for the introduction. I'm very happy to be a part of this webinar today. I know that this is a one of a kind, and we have been associated with Shipway. So I'm happy to have being here today. And I'm glad that Ravi is also here. That I've heard a lot about Green Soul also. His customers are also like all over the place. So let me start by telling who I am and where I stand today. So my name is Dr. Aparupa. I am the co-founder and COO for the Tribe Concepts, a natural skincare and hair care brand where we sell only like organic skin and hair care, where all our products are like Ayurvedic powders and oil formulations. So if I have to go back and start my journey, so it's a very funny story because I come from a science background. I myself am a dentist by profession earlier. So the thought of the Tribe Concepts has started from my sister. So we we both as siblings, we share a very good childhood, having a good Ayurvedic lifestyle from a very beginning days, choosing to live sustainably and having using all this powder cleansers and hair oils and like face oils from a very beginning days, and we had a very good skin and also like internal health. But later when we moved outside from our home, so when we went to like college and all, so like it took a very major toll on my sister because she has moved out of like our town. Our town is basically Rajahmundry, so it's in Andhra Pradesh. So when she moved out of our place, she has seen a lot of exposure to all this outside chemical treatments. Like she has done so much of chemical hair straightening and like so much access to outside food and all. So that took like a huge toll on her health internally and externally as well. So then when she was like one day, like when we were discussing what happened, like what went wrong, and when we were trying to discuss. And so then we understood that when all the time when we were at home, we were doing well. So, and we had no issues, no health issues, like all, till our 10th standard, I don't even remember a day when we had fever or cold also. So like after the 10th, when we migrated outside to study like college and all, so from then it started. So then we had this thought that we have to bring back our nature also somewhere, like I mean, like bringing back our natural resources where it helps internal and external this thing also. So we had this thought. We like my sister has done her MBA in Symbiosis Institute in Bangalore. So while doing that, also almost all her batchmates are millennials only. So much of them, like when my mom used to send all this powders and cleansers to her place, like they used to love it, and they used to use that as a ritual for them, and they used to love it. And we thought that why not take it in a good large scale. So there our journey started. I'm not we not started then itself. We started our research, and we almost like did a research of around a year and a half with an expertise of my father. My father is an Ayurvedic professional from the past 30 years. He's a He's a professional here in Rajahmundry itself. And my mom used to do all his recipes, and she helps in our production too. So mainly, so after an extensive research of 1 year and 1.5 year, so we have started this tribe concept as a very small Instagram based what's a brand, I must say. And today here we are globally spread our wings, and we are happy to share our story. That's it. So
Great. So I think you are already having a phenomenal growth, and it's quite interesting to hear like how you started and things that are going on. And in today's time also, like I also like watch a lot of videos regarding the Ayurveda because it is a natural it always cures you from the root. And
correct. We always believe in that back to roots concept, and like our whole ethos like revolves around that back to roots traditional lifestyle and cultures.
Great.
And we are glad that people like you also resonate to that.
Great. So now I would like to ask Mr. Ravi to share some of his points, some of the journey that he has in building Green Soul.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, audience. I'm glad to be here. I would like to tell you how we started and what I did before starting Green Soul. So I was working with FedEx logistics company between 2011 to 2015, and I gathered a lot of logistics knowledge in that period. And I also on my weekends was selling products on eBay back in 2012. I was selling some customized t-shirts, and I was pretty much fascinated with the e-commerce from back then. Flipkart was started in 2007. Then Amazon started 2013. There was eBay. So 2015, I had to leave my job and had to do something in e-commerce. I had to find a good product which would add value to individuals' life. So, and simultaneously, I was running another company, and where we were a logistics aggregator as well for e-commerce players. Before GST era, there was a VAT era, and in 2015, there were a lot of e-commerce players, but they were finding a lot of difficulties in shipping their products out of their state. So VAT, if you want to send a product from Maharashtra to Gujarat, you had to give a form, then you had to give different kind of forms. So it was quite challenging and pathetic for the e-commerce brands to operate e-commerce seamlessly. So we started with a logistics aggregator where we will be supporting on a logistics plus making their e-tail or e-commerce business smooth. So creating forms and handholding them and making them smart in doing their e-commerce business. So that was I was doing in 2015, and then in 2016, mid of 2016, I realized that somehow I wanted to buy a chair, but I went out to buy a chair. So they were like unorganized market. I had to go out, and I was not given right information, and it was not a warranty and every kind of thing. And then I brought a chair, and in 2 months, it started giving me some problems. So then we realized that then I searched on Google, and that there were not many brands in chairs category, in an ergonomic chair category in India. So I realized that let's do something, let's launch a product and let's do R&D. So we started our R&D, how we can build a brand around this area by coming up with the ergonomic chairs. So these days, and I was working 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day that time. And unfortunately, I was not getting proper sleep because of back pain or something. Then I realized what is wrong, and I was not able to figure out what is wrong. Sometimes my thigh is paining because of not the adequate support at the thighs. Then we did a 6 months to 1 year of study on this and understood how to launch a product in an ergonomic category. So we launched our products in ergonomics on Amazon. We did not have our website then. So by August 2016, we went live on Amazon. And then from Amazon, we went live, and then 2017 and we launched our website. And currently we are operational on our website and also on marketplaces. So 2016 we started with a little bit of ergonomics chairs, and then by 2018 once we had a good customer feedback, and once we also enhanced our knowledge about the Indian body type, the average Indian consumer size, body weight, and other things, then we went on to study more and then launched highly ergonomic chairs such as multifunctional gaming chairs, which goes 180-degree recline, and then complete mesh chair, like no foam, complete back and the seat both is mesh net. So kneeling chairs, then standing desk, then other things. So 2018, from 2018 to like 2021, we have increased our portfolio to highly ergonomic category.
Great, but I have another question on this. Like this is a very much dependent. This business is very much dependent upon the supply chain in the right. So we have the supply chain has to be very robust. And like, so what was your you can say approach while maintaining the supply chain, and how you source your material for all the?
Yes. So supply chain talking about in the COVID 2020 or before?
So before also, you can also cover like how the COVID impacted the supply chain as well.
So earlier there was not much of, so as I said, I was into logistics. So logistics plus my e-commerce knowledge, it made quite easy for me to launch a furniture brand online, because I was aware about all the pin codes and all the cities, India, all the zones. So it was easy for me to start our own channel, our own product, and then bring returns. So we did not face any issue. In the delivery in a delivery sense, we did not face any issue. But in the arranging raw materials from various states or something, or maybe sometime abroad, we went on to study more how to increase our supply chain. So initially it did give problem to arrange the raw materials, source the right amount of raw material. But by 2 years down the line, we received a good amount of knowledge how we have to source.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, and in 2020, where supply chain was affected a lot, like deliveries were not happening and supply chains were not happening. So somehow we always maintain a stock of next 3-4 months down the line. So when in the March last year, COVID started, so we had a stock of next 3 to 4 months. And then in the first week of May, the e-commerce was started. Then slowly, gradually we came on track. So, but it did affect us. And in the COVID period, we stopped procuring slow moving goods. We stopped keeping stock of slow moving goods or manufacturing. We only, which were best out of 15, which are the top 5 best products, we only used to manufacture those, and we knew those are best selling, and other which we don't have, unfortunately we cannot do it because it was not manageable.
So you indeed have built a brand like which is very niche, and nowadays it's very highly in demand. And I can see like most of the influencers on YouTube, they have your chairs, they are using your chairs. So
yes,
great. So I think it's great journey. So next I would like to cover like it's a very common question from all the attendees, like what approach they should take like while starting any D2C brands, or if they have recently started. So whether they should start from marketplace, or they should start from their own website, or they should start both together. So what, according to you, is the right approach? If you can share some more information on that.
Apurva, you want to answer this?
Yes, sure. Yeah, so like to any of the like upcoming D2C brands, I must say like as per I see, like being I mean like being on our own platform, like maybe like the customer sees us as an authentic brand, like when we have our own platform, like say our own website, which is why like we are like we have our own website put across with many of the features. And at the same time, I also support the marketplaces also, because when we put the customer in the first place, so like so many customers might have this accessibility like criteria that they might be filled into. So many people are like used to buying stuff on Amazon. So many people are like used to buy stuff on Nykaa, like that also. So like for those customers, like we can't like take a toll on them, so we also can be on marketplaces. But majorly, if you want to like start it off, like you can first of all start it with your own platform, like build in like a very basic website, and go on like with minimal marketing. And I would say like be it first or the last, like we should always like target and concentrate on our product and the quality of the product, because that's what speaks for us.
Yes. So as Aprupa rightly said, you have to, whether you do it on your marketplace or whether you do it on your own website, you have to have excellent product and then excellent quality. Then you also, once you get a customer, you will have to make sure the customer experience is wonderful with your product. Okay. So in the start, if you like get few customers, make sure you connect with those customers, take a feedback from them, give an excellent service to them. Slowly, gradually, you'll have to grow your customer base. With marketplace, you will get good amount of sales in the marketplace because there are huge amount of consumers on marketplaces. You'll get sales, but on your website, you'll be able to display your products as per your wish. You will be able to connect, you'll get customer details, so you'll be able to connect with the customers, take feedbacks, send them more details, or maybe retarget them to get to see your new products. So I would say you'll have to focus 70% on your website and 30% marketplaces, but in the long run you'll have to have focus on both 50-50 or maybe 60-40. In the start you should focus on your own website.
Great. And nowadays, like we all see, like if we are having our own websites, then the ad cost is very high because of the competition is growing. Everyone wants to start a D2C, and everyone is having ads on Facebook or Google. And so, like, how do you stay competitive in this in a high competitive and highly costly ads? And what strategy a new brand should do in order to stay competitive and be like get the best ROI out of their marketing efforts?
Very rightly put, Gaurav. So I do agree that there is a lot of marketing hikes these days, especially after this COVID.
Right.
So I think this rise in the marketing expenses, I don't think it's necessary for anyone to like fear about this. Even the very initial like D2C brand growers, or any of the like very young entrepreneurs also, because like I earlier said, if you have the best of the quality products, it will first of all speak up. And there is even like also like Ravi told, so when you have the like a customer database, and you analyze on the feedback, and you also like make sure that you take the feedback, and whether it is a positive feedback or a negative feedback, you can get back to the customer and make sure you like stick to the point what the customer says, and make sure he is happy about the response that you give. And also there is also something called as a content that you can push. So be it on Instagram or Facebook or Google or anywhere, so there is a certain content that you can push depending on the audience that you would like to choose. So rather than putting up like a huge like marketing poster, you can like target on your target audience. You can first of all choose or pick your target audience, and then you have to, I mean, show the ads to them, or like show your marketing campaigns to them, rather than just putting it out. I mean, just on the board. So that's one thing that we can target upon. And also, we should always have like an interactive sessions with our customers, like be it on a website. Like if you see, like I already told, we will make sure that our website is our primary marketplace for us. So we have a lot of blogs that are put up on our website, which constantly has like connect to the customer, which also helps in the customer education there. So you can educate your customer, and from there, I think the mouth of word also works really well. Like even though the customer does not buy your product at the first go when he reaches your website, he will come. I mean, like he has one point of attraction at your website or on your social media pages. Like if you, I mean, like we have very uh, posts, also very interactive posts that we make. So that interaction with our customers would end up giving you sale. So that is which you need to like target upon, rather than directly push a sale.
Okay.
I'll tell you just simple 4 pointers to focus in this. Okay. First of all, understand your target customers, understand your target audience. Then focus on the customer experience. You got an order, focus on the customer experience. Third thing, be real to your brand or real to your products. If you yourself don't like your product, even if you're not completely into it, you're not playing a long-term game. Okay. Don't try to focus on the revenue and any other thing. Be real. And fourth, have patience. Focus on these 4 things I'll tell you. Target audience, target audience, customer experience. Okay, be real. And fourth is have patience. Slowly you'll see, you'll build your community, and slowly your brand will grow. Otherwise, just putting out the marketing content like that.
That makes a lot of sense, I guess, because I think the number one thing for any business is to know your audience and target accordingly what exactly you're building and how you're building, and then obviously the feedbacks that you get, and you build on the feedbacks.
Yes.
Okay. So, like talking about the another thing, like which many people get confused about is like whether they should, like especially for the healthcare and beauty domain, like they want to have some influencers promoting their products, because it's a very influencer driven market in today's time. So, if you can share some insights on that, like whether they should approach the influencers from day one, or whether they should not approach them at all. So, like what approach a typical D2C brand should have in order to do that, or it is purely organic, like they approach the brand.
So I think if you want me to explain, I mean, share my experience, like in a very earlier stage, we did not connect with influencers. But on a later stage, like anyone contacting an influencer and like this influencer marketing like whole strategy is because every influencer has his or her own set of audience. So here also we need to like choose the right influencer. So if I am talking about a skincare brand, I need to like choose a relevant influencer who has organic followers. So also have to make the scrutiny happen at the very base level itself, so that we can have our target audience. Our target audience is like not just the target influencer, also the influencer's audience also matter. So this is where we need to like check. And influencer marketing, I think, is also like important to make your brand like a noticeable thing. So like in today's day, like so many brands are coming, and also like many influencers only market like any brand only if they believe in the brand. So like there are some influencers who might charge and like might do only for the sake of it. But I must say that I'm fortunate enough to like face influencers who are like very true to the what they do, and they only like believe in the brand. We have to like
Hello.
sorry.
I think we lost you.
Yeah, am I audible?
Two points.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So like yeah, I was talking about the influencers. So being organic also. This is the organic. This does not mean that we are not organic at the end of the day, because influencers also
Hello.
She has probably the connection issues. Okay. So with regards to the influencers, again,
yes.
you need to, yes, Aprupa.
Yes, yes, please
Aprupa,
go
you're
on.
on mute. Yeah. So in the influencers, again, you need to know their target audience and about the background and what is the profile of an influencer. You need to connect with the exactly right amount of the influencers, right? And you also, again, I said you have to focus on your product, you have to focus on your quality. Influencers are also themselves, they could buy your product. So if you can get organic influencer marketing, then that's wonderful. You build a trust on your brand that you are somewhere doing. In the start, when we did so Tanmay Bhatt and some other influencers bought our chairs, we did not went in our way to market them. So I will tell you, when you do influential marketing, you will have to focus which type of influencer you're connecting to, and somewhere you can balance out, not go very highly on the marketing, but yes, you should do some influencer marketing only with the influencer, or only with the influencer you connect to. Like if they put out a very good content, you think the influencers has right content, then if you feel your brand can get some value over there, maybe he is not using, he would not use your product or something. But if you think he has a good audience and you connect it to, and your product is good, you can send out a product and see how it works.
Great. And so next thing I would like to cover is the operational challenges. If you can touch base on the operational challenges that you face or you have faced, but you want others, you have some advice for the new D2C players. Like if you could have done that, so it could have saved a lot of time, or you can say a better process. So any advice, specific advice from the operational point of view to the listeners?
So I think ours would more of like be a personal experience on the operational front, because we are like in the sustainable space. So sustainability like comes at a cost, and unfortunately we do not have like more of the brands or more of the suppliers within India, who do not have the sustainable resources that we are looking forward to when looking at. So earlier we had an issue with MOQs. We are almost like a 2-year brand, year old brand. So earlier we had issues with MOQs, be it our steel tickets, be it with our glass bottles and all. But even today, because most of the things that are sourced from abroad, so and now the logistics is an issue. So that is the operational issue that is there even till date. But today it is at a very smaller edge than compared to at the beginning. So I think having contacts helps, and also trying to reduce manual efforts. I must put in Shipway here, because it helped us a lot to automate our systems when it comes to our order processing. So earlier we used to spend so much of time manually manifesting all the orders, and now we are almost taking 3-4 hours in a day. That's it. Which used to be like a day long job for one single person to do. So things like might not have like right sources, but if we try like reaching out to other manufacturers, or like reaching out to other business people who are at your own, I mean, like who are the same space, so you can take help. There's no wrong in like taking help or like asking. So you can always like seek help and see what best things can like save your time, so that you can be more efficient in the work that you do. And also initially, like I'm sure like Ravi did not have that.
Hello.
Yes.
Sorry, I lost my connection. Yeah, so I was telling like earlier we used to have like logistics issues too, like when we used to do like a very small number of order processing, and later on like within a very small time only, like our orders size has increased, and we had to get to the point, I mean, like get to like a real market, and so which had been a quick problem for us, and we took almost like 4-5 months to like resolve that, like finding a good logistics partner. So things like that did affect us, and I think initially like this logistics part, if you have a smaller order size, might be a problem, but still we can still find sources to automate them by seeing other like market spaces around like automations, and also like logistic aggregators like Ravi already had experience with.
Yes. Yeah. In terms of challenges, I'll tell you some 2-3 things you should focus. You must always try to automate whatever things you can in your business in a D2C. So try focusing on automation wherever you can. Try to have once you start off like in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year down the line, try to find out which is the area where you have your customers, and then have your warehouse or somewhere close to your customers. So second thing I will tell you, deliver fast to your customers. Third, use support of a freelancers wherever you can. If you want to get done something, don't sit out or try to find a team member, or you do it, or you do your research. Try to find the freelancers available in the market and try to get the thing done. So you third thing, use the help of freelancers wherever you can. Fourth is focus on returns when you do a D2C brand or an e-commerce. Returns mainly, I see a lot of I would see a lot of brands would not be paying much attention on the returns, but somewhere in the furniture category or the some categories, returns can eat up your profits, and it's a very painstaking area to sideline or accumulate the returns, whether those are finished goods or those are like refurbished, those are used goods. You will have to also resolve the matters related to the returns. So these are 3-4 things you should focus. We went out and now streamlined things. These were the challenges in the initial days.
So, as you rightly said, like you have to automate it, and you have to like some of the things you have to outsource or do from the third parties. And in India specifically, like there's a culture like we'll also do it. Like for example, you are a D2C brand, so we'll also build a shipping label software, and we'll also build a invoicing software. So I think that for any initial like D2C brand, so that thought thinking should go away, because your core focus should be on the products and how to like take the products to the market.
Exactly. There are tools available for everything. There are tools available for like Shipway. There's a tool. Then there is a tool to process your orders fastly and manage inventory like Uniware and Easy Ops and others. Then there are email tools. Then there are cloud. You can make your invoices and bills online on cloud. So the Zoho Books and other software which are available. you have to take the SaaS services, okay, and then don't have to focus building things on your own.
Okay. Because in that case, you are solving two problems at a time.
Right.
Okay.
I think automation like solves like most of the issues, but like trying to find a source to automate your thing only like takes time.
Yes. So first, in order to solve the problem, first you have to identify the problem.
Yes.
Yes.
And another thing is like how often do you add new products? Like is it every month, every day, or like every week, or some after some time? Like what is the frequency of adding new products into the portfolio?
So for us, I mean, like we don't have like a timeline or anything. So mostly all our products, like our initial like first flagship product was our 90-day miracle hair oil, which we started with. So almost after 8 months, we launched another product. So it was a long gap because with Ayurveda, like I mentioned, there would be a lot of research which has to be like dealt with all the R&D work, and also the formulations, right, ingredients, and all like sourcing and all of that like also matters. And most of the times, like how we end up adding a product is by taking feedback from the customers. Most of the products that we have in today are the requests from our customers asked for. Like if like we had our hair oil in the initial days, so our customers wanted a shampoo. So we had to like find a solution for that to bring an organic alternative to a shampoo. So we had brought that. So later, like they also wanted a mask in addition. So like we also had to introduce a hair mask, and we like had to like kit it up together. So later like why not try like skin things. So like the skin related like face, we want like something like a face wash they asked. So we then did like a face wash. So there is not like a particular timeline like every 2 months or 3 months or 8 months like that. It's like it takes time. Like now we are at a product line of 10. So, but SKU wise, we are at 33, but products like individual product wise, we are at 10. And inclusive of our zero waste tools, which is our recent launch, it is like 15.
Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you this is an excellent question about the products. I'll tell you it has two phases. One is when you are starting out. When you are starting out, if you very well know what is your core and what you want to do, then it is good. But if you don't know what and you want to test it out, so when you are testing out in your first phase, try to launch many products, so you'll come to know what is working for you and what is not working for you, right? And then what is working for you, focus on that. In the second phase, if you already know that what is working for you, then don't launch a product every now and then. First, be best in whatever you have launched, right? You will get lot of excitement to launch products. Okay, every now and then you can see an ad or anything. You will feel I can also do this. But I would tell you, don't do that. Don't do that. Just see what you can do. What the value your product will add to the consumer. Be best in that product. Then you can simultaneously keep your research going on and then launch another product. Just don't keep on testing out. This strategy doesn't work. So in the second phase, we get lot of things where we can come up with a product, 2 products in a month, but we don't do it. We put a lot of research and then only launch a product. And then whichever products we have launched, we want to make sure that those are the best products available in the market.
Great. So it's
I must say that I agree to Ravi. Like on any line or any segment of business, research plays a very important role. Like all products which are like well researched have a good returning rate of customers to it. So rather than just do it for the sake of it, like on to be on the competitive scale, just because other brand of your same segment has this product, if you have it without doing a research, you would end up not having customers to it. Maybe like initially you will have in the first month, but later like there would definitely be a drop if you don't have the quality set in right.
So as you, like both of you rightly said, like a lot of insights, and the beauty of D2C is like you get to be very close to the customer, and you get to receive the feedbacks,
Exactly.
and you get to choose what to build. So that is the beauty of D2C. Okay, and next thing is like the measurement, from the measurement point of view, which I personally feel is very important for any business, for any it's D2C or a SaaS. So what are the key measurements that you, like key metrics that you measure in your business when you started and in today's time? What are some of the metrics like you should measure, and what advice do you have for the listeners, like what they should measure? And because if you don't measure, then you get like in a lost in the direction.
So I think when you are talking about metrics, first thing is the customer retention rate. And second thing is the feedback, be it positive or negative. You should definitely have a log of it. So and another thing that is important is also the product which is going like you say, every month there would be like a hero product, like how much ever is your product line. So like targeting on your, I mean, noticing your hero products and why they are your hero products and why others are not. And also if you are like out there globally or even domestically also, like even within India you're selling, you can see regional regional differences, like which region your sale is going more. And like product wise region alignment also you can see, like in Andhra this product is being sold more. And also you can also take metrics like who is more likely to be your customer, which range of age, like weight before 25, like after 25, or 25 to 40 or above 40, like what is the age group. So things metrics like this help you a lot, especially the metrics of like returning customers. You should definitely pay interest at your returning customers, because though those are the customers that account your ROI rather than the ones just come and go. So you have to maintain your returning customers and do the best to like retain them still. And also to returning customers, it is what's it it's important that they find like new products, but also Ravi said, we should well research about the new products and then only launch new products. So these are the key metrics that we would definitely always take care of.
Okay, nice. Anything you would like to add, Ravi?
Yeah, so I'll tell you, focus on the customer feedbacks. Try to get more and more positive feedbacks, and even learn from the positive feedbacks what are the points customers are picking out which are good for you. Okay, and also the negative feedbacks which you get, try to understand. So have the first metric you should know is the customer feedback. Then also see delivery timelines, how fast are your delivery timelines. You should track it. Then returns on your ads. These are some of the metrics you can check.
Okay. Okay, I think time is running out, but we have a lot of questions. So another question that I personally want to ask is like, what is your biggest challenge in today's time and running in e-commerce business?
Okay, I
It's
think
still a challenge.
it's still a challenge, yes. So for us, I must say that being in this sustainable space is like a biggest challenge, because especially in this COVID time, like at the starting, like in last year, so we had like so many issues with our steel tins not being available. All of the steel market itself like going down, and the prices like increasing almost to 3 times the original. And even though we want to spend 3 times more, we did not have the supply that we want. So we were like given advices by many of the like biggest clients and biggest like advisors also to like shift from our original steel tins to plastic and all. But we took like an informed choice that not to go and like deviate from our standards and our ethos, and we stick to that, and we rather like put like what's say like out of I mean it's not available, rather than go to any alternative. Like I must say definitely like sustainability like comes at a cost. Like I told you, it's always a very big challenge, like even till today it's a challenge for us. And also with the competitive like lines that are picking up today, so it's a challenge to always be on the same pace. But we find ourselves very what's it motivating with our unique formulations and the best of quality, which is spoken directly from the customers, which we are very much blessed, and we must thank our production head, which is my mother.
Great.
So with regards to the challenges, right?
Right. So which is still a challenge.
Yeah, so of course, external, when you do a D2C and you are bootstrap and you're starting out, you will face a lot of challenges every day, and new challenges come to you, small challenges. You need to be that motivated to go across that. And big challenges like currently we are in the COVID scenario, earlier governmental challenges like demonetization, then GST. So systems and things, external things also will affect your business. You'll have to have strategies. You'll be busy building strategies accordingly to run your business, to grow your business. And you would always need some team members who are on the same page as you and who are same motivated, excited, who can put a lot of things on table like you. So finding good team members would be a challenge. Retaining them again a challenge. So we are, I mean, since we started off like in 2016, and then like 5 years, we have built good team members at the executive levels and the core team members. So yeah, but challenges will keep, if you're a manufacturer or anything, challenges will keep coming about the quality, about the supply chain.
So I think it's still day one at D2C, and the journey has just started.
It's day zero.
Yes, you can say that. And like the way all the bootstrap startups are coming up and posing a challenge to the big MNC, and it's quite amazing.
It's quite amazing.
Yes, and people have started accepting this. Like they are started accepting the D2C brands. They are buying directly from them instead of the big brands. So that is something amazing. And that shift has, I think, I've seen this shift only for the last like 2 years. And
yes.
COVID
I think the millennials are coming out.
Right. So it has accelerated post-COVID, I guess.
It's accelerated post-COVID, and thanks to marketplaces, thanks to enablers like Shopify and other platforms, which can get you a website very quickly, and with Shipway and other things, you can just flag off and do things 10 times faster what an MNC would do. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is a beauty.
I mean, like we are almost at the same pace of any MNC could do, just because of all these automation tools that we are available to at a very easy, go.
Yes. And the best part is like you have an advantage, right? Like there is no decision-making paralysis. The policy paralysis is not there. You can make quick decisions, and that is the beauty of it. To have a agile team.
Very true.
Yes.
Great. So now we have some questions like from the attendees, like to start a D2C brand. Like how big is the team I need, and at what positions? Like any specific department should I hire for, or like if you can share some insights on this.
You can seriously start a D2C brand with just 2 people in your team.
Great.
Because I and my sister, just both of us started our brand, and we have now moved to a team of 69 today.
Okay, great. That's amazing.
So same thing, when I started out, we were like 3 to 4 people in the start, and slowly, gradually, we did things on our own, finances, HR, and other things. And slowly, gradually, you have to understand and then recruit people. and who would stay with you, and then who have the certain experience or expertise in that particular area, and then try to delegate the work to them, and that's how you build a team. So don't worry on hiring, and don't just sit on and then I need people in HR, I need people in finance, I need people in sales, marketing. Tools and everything, learning tools, everything are available in front of you, and just go out and start, and then slowly gradually build your team. So currently we are a team of 60 people.
Okay, great.
That's amazing.
So there is no rule book, and because it's
I think
the
there is
story is-
definitely no rule book, and D2C is like a boon these days that so many people are encouraging D2C. I mean, like they find it very easy and like good to connect directly to the source rather than have a mediator and then connect to it, like comparing it to the MNCs. Like I must say, I'm really thankful to the clients and the customers today for accepting us for who we are and like taking directly from the source.
Right.
Although that I do like support marketplaces also.
So yes, that is also in a way D2C, like in marketplaces also.
Yes,
you get
yes,
to,
definitely.
For D2C, I feel is like there are a few benefits as a customer that I feel is one is like you get to choose authentic products.
Correct.
And you can easily get to know about the latest additions or new products
Correct.
or portfolio that they have. Plus, obviously, if you can directly purchase, then if they can give you an experience which is similar to marketplace, then there's nothing like that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. And another question is, so how do we connect with influencers? Should we approach them directly or via some agency?
It can
So influencers
be either ways.
Sorry.
It can be either ways. I'm telling you.
Yes.
It says, how do we connect with the influencers? Should we approach them directly or via some agencies?
I mean, like
You can do
initially you can connect with them directly only. Like so many people, like even today, like I told you, who the influencers who are like having organic like viewers and organic audiences, definitely encourage new entrepreneurs and new small scale businesses. And if they do like the products, they will definitely like market it. So you can directly like happily like you can always contact an influencer. And you can also, if you are finding it difficult to communicate with them, you can go to an influencer, any agency if you want to.
Exactly.
And another is, I think this I can answer. Like, what is the standard return rate? What kind of return do we generally see? For example, non-availability of customer or delivery of location, etc. So you can answer. You would like to answer this?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
So it's what is the standard returns rate, and what kind of return do we generally see? For example, non-availability of the customer or delivery of location, etc.
Okay. So for us, we have a very less return rate. I must, I mean, like accept that it's because we don't accept cash on delivery as a informed choice. So which is why we don't have like we almost have like 0.5% of return rate, which
That's
also
quite
we
amazing.
sometimes try to like see it as a huge return rate.
Yeah.
Like also, like if I have to talk about the 0.5% also, it might be some logistic errors and some errors like customers putting out wrong contact numbers. I mean, like not wantedly, like maybe like if there is a 10-digit number, they like might by mistake end up like putting up 9 digits like that. So issues like that, and people not being available. There are like I told you, being on the sustainable space, we have packaging issues, like there might be breakage like that also. So due to that also, we would get some returns.
You basically don't have to worry much about the returns. If you do prepaid, and Indian consumers are now accepting prepaid preference payment options as well. So you really don't have to worry about the return. Returns are very minimal in e-commerce these days.
Yes. So adding on to this, like there are like two types of return basically. Like one is the RTO part, like where it usually happens when you are doing COD orders, and the other is the returns, like when the customer is returning the product or which they don't like or have some damage, they receive some damaged products, so these kind of things. So and that's the latter part is more specific to industries. Like for example, if you talk about the footwear or the apparel industry, so it's the percentage is quite high. It is even like ranging between 20 to 30 to 40, or even 40% in case of the shoe footwear. And typically the return rate is you can say 5 to 10% for an average normal website. And it depends a lot on how you are selling and the audience that you have, and a lot of parameters are there basically.
Yeah, if it comes to like clothing and footwear, I think putting up the like what's it base dimensions in their website itself would really help them to like cut down the return rate, because that would be like the major instance for them to return, saying that they have size issues.
Right. So in fact, like sites like Myntra,
I
they
think
have.
it's always like, even if like you're in a business foot, you should always think it from the customer point of view, so that will definitely like take you to like greater heights.
So you have to find the root cause basically. Like for example, Myntra is doing so. They are taking all the small details when it comes to footwear or the apparels, like even the arch shape of the feet and or like how you can also take a 3D picture and then take the size or
something like lens cart.
Right. So this is another problem basically.
Yes.
Okay. And next we have is how to get traffic on website. Like, can you suggest some best ways?
Okay, traffic on websites is maybe like whether ads you can push your performance marketing. Like rather than putting too much content on the same day or like on the same week, you try seeing like which is performing more, and like target on a single like single post or like a single what's it ad, rather than doing everything differently on an everyday. Like see, like in a week you just take one campaign and run it across.
I think we have only 2 minutes left, and I would like to cover only one question, which is which I personally want to know again. And the question is like, I want to know like what is like a productivity hack that you use, like personally use, and you would like to advise other founders or anyone who has started or starting the business, who is running the business. So any productivity hack you personally use and you would like to recommend others.
Productivity, I must say, you must have like the best of team. So you should not be the only person who is like creative in your team. Like every person that you hire has to be like equally creative or like more creative than you, so that you can like focus on strategies rather than building and like doing internal organization operations.
Productivity hack you can do you have to have most of the things, I think almost everything online. Okay, so you are able to see everything on just a click of a login or click of a button. So it makes things very easy for you wherever you are, whichever country, whichever city. You can see your business and everything online, whether it's a business or whether it's a finances or anything. So that productivity hack is that you should not be dependent on most of the team members to get data from. If you have like working on Excel, sometimes you share and then Excel you don't have the access. So I would suggest use Google Sheets. So anybody working on the sheet, you'll be able to see the data real time. So the productivity hack I would suggest be that you should be able to access data in the middle of the night. That's a productivity hack.
Real time, as you say.
Great. So that's some kind of advice. So I will also follow. Okay, I think that's it. I think we are almost over. There are some questions which are still unanswered, so we'll try to cover in the next series. So with this, I would like to wrap up this webinar. And So finally, it was indeed a wonderful session, I guess, and there is a lot of information that we have received, and once again, I would like to thank you again for taking up the time, and it's in today's like in your busy schedule, and thank you Ravi and thank you Apurupa, and
Thank you so
I hope
much, Gaurav.
it was very informative for all the listeners, and we will keep bringing this series with the new brands, and we'll keep in touch and stay tuned.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
very
you,
much.
thank you,
Thank
thank you
you.
once again. Thank you for your time.
Thank you all
Have
to
a great day
audience.
and all the best.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.